Hello and welcome to this backwards compatible comics review. Today we'll be looking at Hellboy and the B.P.R.D 1952, issue number 3. Now, issue 1 and 2 have already come out, and this series is a great one to jump onto. It's written by Mignola and John Arcudi, with art by Maleev. I can never pronounce that properly, I do apologise. And colours by Dave Stewart. So first of all, Dave Stewart, just a wonderful colorist. As you can see from the artwork on this first page, it's typical style of Hellboy, and it looks absolutely great. Now, what's slightly different is the art. Maleev is this is his kicking off point for Hellboy, and his Hellboy is pretty good actually. I have no qualms at all. He's come in and he's put a little bit of his own stamp onto it. Obviously, there's the slight Mignola style, lots of shadow work as you can see. But really speaking, I think if you're an established reader, I don't feel that his art takes away from the story at all. I think it actually adds something to it. So the story itself sees Hellboy going out on his first mission with the B.P.R.D. Now, we're quite used to seeing Hellboy as young Hellboy, and we're quite used to seeing him when he's established in the B.P.R.D. But it's quite a nice change of pace to see him not really knowing exactly where he is in the organisation, and basically in the world as well. And so the dynamic that's created between some of the B.P.R.D. members liking him, some not, and that sort of questioning thing is really good, because it gives us a nice frame of reference for where Hellboy sits in the world as he starts to progress within his powers and everything else. Now, as far as series go, Hellboy is great because it jumps. Arcs are all over the place, so you can read which arc you want to, and you don't ever feel like you're completely lost. The only thing I would say about that being is, of course, sometimes it's quite nice to start close to the beginning, but when Hellboy's found the things. But to be honest, I wouldn't, if you're a new reader, I wouldn't suggest starting with issue 3. Of course, I would suggest going back to issue 1 of this series. I think that this is still a good jumping on point, because it still gives you the rough broad strokes of Hellboy in the inside of the front cover. Much if you buy on the digital and the physical, you do get a little bit of a blurb. I'll just quickly flip through a little bit of a blurb, just saying about where this the time of what's going on, which is quite nice. So again, they do, I think, the creative team, so Mignola and Arcudi, I think they realised that some people do be jumping in and out of Hellboy a bit, and again the volumes do come out regularly, but I do think that this just gives you a nice jumping on point. So if you haven't read Hellboy before, it really is a great series. The B.P.R.D is a great series as well, and also Abe Sapien. All of those are absolutely brilliant. I wouldn't have any hesitation in recommending pretty much everything that they've ever created. But I think this series is quite nice and refreshing. If you've fallen off the wagon of Hellboy, or you've never touched it, then this is a great place to jump on. As you can see in the top corner there, it's created by Dark Horse, and you can go to them for all your Hellboy-ish and Mignola-diverse needs. Okay, hopefully that's given you a little bit of an idea about what I think of this series. And just seriously speaking, again, just to reiterate, it is really worth reading. So thank you very much for watching. I'm Paul for Backwards Compatible. You can follow us on Twitter at backwardscom, and if you go to Facebook, we're Backwards Compatible, and G+ as well. Okay, thank you very much. Take care, and good night.